I am Anthropology with Nick. Sorry for that little slip up there. Welcome back to INSULARIS DRACO as the South Angles, and I promise this episode will have a lot more battles. I know that was a complaint I got last time. It was fair. It was more of an introductory reading, but today we are going to probably be fighting the garrison of Wistabeka, who are Saxons. As you can see, they're not Saxons, but they're other Angles who were fighting other Angle tribes, and we have our king here, and you can see they have 2 javelin and just a bunch of spear units. But we have hunters, we have bearded axes, we have horsebands. So I definitely think we're gonna try to encircle the city and try to bait them to coming into us, and then we'll sack it because we have fixed our finances to some degree that we're only hemorrhaging 87 gold. But once we're able to sack the city, we'll get a big influx of gold. So I will see you guys next turn, and we should be ready to besiege the city next turn. Let me see if we can move our fleet. Yeah, we can besiege their port. And that'll be a good way to just get some income. But once we take the city, we should start to be linked up. Speaking of that, you can see our little towns up here are just, I put them on a financial growth policy. You can see they're growing financially. In my other cities here, I gotta be careful because they have pretty little garrisons, and we have a dynasty member over here. But for recruitment, we can only do martial and levies, hundredmen, and rabble rousers. Rabble rousers being just peasants that we've grabbed. But I will see you guys next turn. Okay, as we resume, we got this little event just as a chronicler, just detailing what's happened in 452. The Hunnic Alliance has retreated after the Battle of the Catalonian Plains. We have a new mission to send emissary to the Brittonic Kingdom of Pogwis. Actually, I was going to say down here, but it's just right across from here. And we are going to besiege the city. We're just going to try to starve them out. And financially, you can see every every turn we're recovering our finances a little more. Let's see if we can get an agent. Yeah, messenger. There we go. We're gonna send him over here to try to negotiate with the Brittonic Kingdom. They are the ones who have brought us over here to act as mercenaries to fight the Gales who are coming in from the west. And so we're gonna try to just establish contact with them. I might get a trade deal with them, but I think I'll try to focus on getting trade deals with the Jutes and the Saxons down here. You can also see Stonehenge. I had this spring break, I went to Bray and I saw Stonehenge. It's pretty cool. So I will see you guys next turn. We're going to try to bait them out into a battle. Meanwhile, our little towns are just going to be developing up, focusing on building. We could get some javelin men, hundredmen, but they have free upkeep old garrisons, so let's see. We don't need rabble rousers also. Upkeep, no. We really do not need them. They're more of a hindrance. So we're actually making money now. But I'll see you guys next turn, and it is also now the summer of 453 AD. Okay, we still have the siege going on, and we have a candidate for adoption. He's a heathen, and this is a cool trait that was mentioned last episode. The different social classes coming from the Thanes, the warrior nobility of North Sea Germanic society. This man is experienced with financial matters as well as those of war, and is both accustomed to serving his superiors as well as bossing out his inferiors. At this age, anyone can become a ruler, even a regular warrior, but this undistinguished individual will face an uphill battle in convincing their aristocracy that his rule is legitimate, in the off chance that he becomes king. +2 fealty, +2 command when leading infantry, plus 10% trading income, -3 per gravitas. So we're gonna adopt him. We're gonna have him help garrison the city. But he is, you just saw our finances did take a tank. I think he's probably just causing upkeep issues. So we're gonna send this guy, I think, to, let's see, do we have, yeah, we'll send him to Northwick. And yeah, we need to bait out this army in Visavek, and then we can meet them in battle, and I'm very good at battle, so we'll definitely have a better chance. Let's go meet up with the Brittonics. But I'll see you guys next turn. All this stuff is just Caesar reports us. Financially, we're not doing good. New family members, diplomatic information. The Jutes and the Saxons are allies. Reged and Pois are allies, and the North Angles and us are now good allies. You can see the king's seat is in Ur. But I'll see you guys next turn. Okay, as we still wait for the siege to result in an open battle with us only actually having to wait 2 turns until they fully surrender, meaning the AI will probably force a battle soon. But rejoice, rejoice, I bring tremendous news. We have all been saved. As camp after a feast celebrating his latest marriage, the warlord Attila suffered a severe nosebleed and choked to death in a drunken stupor. Divine deliverance indeed. Travelers relate that it was decreed by his sons that the greatest of all warriors should be mourned not with feminine lamentations and without tears, but the blood of men. First his horsemen galloped in circles around a silken tent where Attila lay, screaming their dirge. Then they lamented over his burial place with great feasting, before laying his mortal remains to rest in a triple coffin made of gold, silver, and iron, along with some of the spoils of his conquest. It is said that his most trusted men diverted a section of the river, buried a coffin beneath the riverbed, and then themselves were killed to keep the exact location a secret. So Attila is dead. We also have look at our finances are horrible, but we are slowly dragging ourselves out the mud, and some Irish kingdoms are stopped fighting each other. But I'll see you guys again next turn. Okay, we have a marriage proposal. We'll accept it just to get our family growing. New family member, a son is born, and another marriage, and the city is about to fall in one turn. It would be very, very optimal if we could force the city to surrender without a battle. And where is the city? I'm trying to find. Let's see if we can find missions. Send emissary. Okay, we were close. We're only 1 turn away, and you can see our finances are slowly getting better. But once the city falls, we'll sack it, and it'll give us a pretty good disposable income to use. And then we'll try to find some other Romanic towns down here and just do what we do best and loot them. But we could send some of these hunters to act as like a... Yeah, there we go. Another town. You can see they have Roman units because they're Romano-British, and they actually have the... If we fight them in open battle, we'll definitely do pretty good. But settler freemen, basically Folderati fighting for the Romans. But once we get this army up, we'll try to also recruit some more spear units wherever we can find them. We can recruit a lot of border dwellers, but the big problem is we also don't have money to recruit them with. So I'll see you guys next turn. We'll try to see if we can fight a battle. If not, we'll just sack the city, then move south. Okay, they have actually decided to fight us. They have 666, we have 654. We win this battle, we automatically take the city, but let's fight the battle in the battle map. They have sallied forth, so it should be us besieging, and then they come out the gates, meaning if we move fast for them, we're going to try to bait them out, like archaeological things, little quotes. I just thought that was cool. But we are going to... Yeah, you can see the battle's already started, so you can see we have our axemen. I'm also going to take this just as time to show the unit models. We have our King's Guard right here. Let's see if we can find our king. Probably this guy in armor. We have our spear use. Let's see, we have our 100-men light infantry. You can see the settlements also here. It's a pretty standard Romano-British settlement. They have, we're fighting at other angles, so not really going to be that much of unit variation. We're going to tell them to drop the supply. We're going to create a group of these spearmen, have them form up once they drop the gear. I'll have them form up the line. Let's see. Let's form like that. Let's have them in the forest right here. Javelin men go around the side. Hunters go right here. And then the big boys, these guys are going to try to go around the sides here. And then I want our axemen to focus up. They have already sallied out. Let's get these guys to run. You can see there are javelin men coming out to meet us. This is going to be a pretty quick battle. Let's get a shield wall going. Let's get everyone to run. Our hunters are already starting to do battle, but yeah, you can see they're meeting the lines. These hero sons are going to be very, very dangerous. Let's get a shield wall. With that, let's also charge here. Spear use. 100 men. Let's get our general actually help out in the battle here. We're going to try to hold them, but they are thrashing our spear use over here. But once we're able to circle around them, yeah, you can see the spear use. And the way the battle works, it's going super fast. We got our King's Guard already breaking through. Let's get our axemen. Where are they? They should be cutting this shit up. We have our they got some more 100 men right here. If we can swing around here and get this main clump, that'd be very, very good. Have them push here. 100 men, that's spears. We want to get them out the battle as soon as possible. Victory seems so. This front is not doing too well. They've got mostly their ironclad units, meaning they've got actual armor. Let's get their 100 men, but their 100 men are quite shaken. Let's get these horsemen out. You can see our axemen are starting to swing in. Let's just get our horsemen just to chase down this last bit. The 100 men are rallied, but you can see we're leading a pretty good charge. I'll keep flashing the colors like this just so you guys know what's happening. But yeah, we've swung into their side. This front is still just holding because in the Dark Ages, warfare was mostly like during the melee stage. Not many people really died. It's sort of just like they're sort of clashing into each other. It's just a like they're not gonna wipe out whole units. It's just who runs first. So we're holding them there, and we're doing a pretty good job.
Enemy of the Reich lays dead at our feet.
And we've gotten their king. That should shatter their morale. You can see shaken. These guys are still fighting pretty heavily. Let's rally our horn. These horsemen, we're not doing too well with. Let's get the javelin men around the side here. Just throw them. But we have gotten their general killed. And they're starting to waver and break. Let's see, noble spearmen. Yeah, they've broken, I think. No, noble spearmen, never mind. We're going to encircle them, destroy them. They're wavering. That means they're about to break any second. Let's get these spear use. Bearded axes. They're shock troops. Get them right in the back and swing right at them. Let's get these javelin right in the back. These spear use are putting up quite a good fight. War cry. I want you to run, boys. Run. Yeah, you can see their units started broke. So let's get the... Come on, mensch. Now, get your axes. You can see they've got like Germanic armor and stuff. That's cool to see. Ironclad bodyguards. Yeah, these guys actually. Still hero sons right here. We should try to avoid fighting them as much as possible. Let's get right here. Swing right in the back. We got the Lord's bodyguard. Let's get him right here. Swing in the back too. We could actually help out. These 100 men have put up quite a good fight. we're getting thrashed pretty hard too, but we're definitely winning this battle. Our spear units right here, because we put them in shield wall, you can see they held out pretty well against the infantry. It was just they were holding them, and we were able to swing around and get them in the back. I think we lost our horsemen because these javelin put up. Let's get our king to actually help out. But if we're able to get him in the back like this, defeat is a distinct possibility. Let's get what am I doing? If these guys are, let's get them to fight here. Yeah, they're routing, so let's get the hero's son right in the back. These guys are about to die. I hope you guys also notice what's playing in the background. It's from Macbeth, the movie adaptation. I don't know what year, but it's from a movie adaptation of Macbeth. So we're gonna get these hero sons, and they've broken. That's great. You can see Dark Ages warfare. They're fighting to the death right here. So we've broken their army. It says 80%. I think some have retreated back here.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong.
You can see it's also they're using the voice lines from the Holy Roman Empire, the normal voice lines. But we got our javelin men. Let's get them over here. We're running very short on ammo though, but these javelin men should break. I'm gonna actually bump it up in speed. But our king's also our lord. We're not a king yet. We're going to the whole kingship. The city should fall now. We've captured the gate. We got like more just last bits of javelins, but you can see we got our whole goon squad. Just come in, carve their shit up. I'm gonna go to 6 speed now. But see, yeah, we're fighting actual battles now. I'm sorry, just like the first episode was just a lot of reading.
Our men are winning the battle.
Yeah, you can see.
Continue like this, and victory is ours.
We're just carving up their little light infantry with our axemen, our armored spearmen too. Let's rally. Yeah. This is why you should always fight battles in like Total Wars, because the battle calculators gave us like a half and half chance, but fighting tactically we're able to win. I've also I've come to really dislike fighting sieges like this, so I like to force out an open battle like this, just because there's more maneuverability compared to just fighting in the streets. But we're just slogging through now. They're just fighting to the last. They're shaken, so all their stats are going to be tanked. But waver, they should run any second. You can see pretty cool units, looking units. This is very dramatic look, because we are the angles. But yep.
As one of its most magnificent victories.
They've lost all their men. We've lost less than half, but it is going to be hard to make up those losses because we lost some very experienced troops. But I will see you guys back on the campaign map. Battle, I had to plunder it, and also there was significant graphical crashes. It was not significant. That phrase is wrong. It was a crash that I got. It said that something was wrong with the battle, and so I had to reload, and I had to actually auto-resolve, so some of the casualties, as you can see, don't mess up. Like, we still have our horse band, and we actually took less casualties auto-resolving, but we've encountered the Kingdom of Pois. Since we have recently encountered the Kingdom of Pois, I have consulted the available sources and gathered all knowledge I could find on the subject. A true Romano-British kingdom centered around the ancient Roman civitas of Seattle. Gurikan, Pogos has been forged in the Crucible War. Its king directs his armies from horseback alongside his heavily armored household guards, bows slung from their backs. His kingdom's greatest warriors, the Vindicus Britannorum keep alive the military tradition of Rome in the heartland of its former province. They fight on foot, armed with legionary oval shields and spatha of the highest quality. Their armies are very hierarchical, much like the societies at large. A vast number of the fighters are poor serfs outfitted with spear and shield, but a decent portion is adept enough at war to fight in formations inherited from the Romans, or shoot arrows from horseback. A small minority of mounted warriors nobles form the center of any military force of theirs. Well equipped, well trained, and well versed in all forms of warfare, their thunderous charge will be hard to withstand on the battlefield. The pivotal Britannic warriorship are the Torquid ones, heavily armored yet versatile infantry whose resolve will be difficult to break. They are veteran warriors from all over Britain, come to seek glory in defense of their compatriots. The kingdom of Polis is only part of the larger realm ruled directly by the members of the Carthaginian bloodline, a aristocratic family of the Paganises, whose progenitor was the infamous Vortigern, the man who allowed the Saxon settlers in Britain in the first place. The homeland of the Paganises lies on the border of Cambria. From there, Vortigern succeeded in uniting many minor British tribes and pushed all the way southeast to the urban heart of Britannia, Londinium, Verulamium, and Camalodunum. These regions, however, may have been under constant threat from both rivals Britannic and Saxon. These Romano-British are followers of the Pelagian heresy, Christian subsect, and are the foremost of the proponents of Britain, a sharp contrast with the Domonians who consider Pelagianism a terrible violation of Christianity. The Paganises have knowledge of Roman architecture and they continue to live an enduring example of its glory, so their fortifications can equal that of the empire itself. Their city walls are stone, and their fortresses are made in the image of a castrum. They eagerly build prestigious monasteries for foster learning and trade, though the lucrative dealing in slaves is strictly forbidden by their Christ. So, we are going to encounter them. Let's see.
Mein Kaiser.
Let's see.
Kaiser.
Yeah.
What is it you wish to
So,
discuss?
we're negotiating with actually a town. Let's see if we can bribe, Nah, that's stupid. Let's see, trade rights. Very generous.
How could we refuse such a generous honor and a pleasure? Farewell.
Are you
I was
sure,
gonna say,
Kaiser?
next turn we should have actually negotiated a map information deal, but we've received 4 units of 100 men. We're gonna send them to bolster the city here, and you could also see, because we captured this city, we're actually making 2,100 gold. You can see, let's send this unit back here. We're gonna group up our forces. Let's actually send some of these units back. Let's see, which one do we have? Military build. I don't know. Maybe we could retrain it here, but you can also see we have unique units like cell spears, armored long spearmen, which are like pikemen, Britannic, ancestor of the later pike, foresters. We have a mix of sort of Romanic and Britannic units because this is a Romanic and Britannic town that we've just taken over. Actually, no, it was an Angle one. I'm thinking of the one we're yet to take over. But let's see if we can try to get any military buildings. 'Cause we could turn this into a recruiting town. Let's actually auto-manage to see a military build policy. But we'll get our king some of these units, and we'll group up with these units right here, and see if we can recruit anything else. Military build policy. We can recruit some border dwellers who, compared to the 100 men, actually do pretty well. So we'll do that. Marshal and Levy, maybe some javelin men. Might as well just go full. No, actually, let's get some javelin men. With that, we'll build up an army and then move south towards this town, a Romano-British enclave, and then keep moving south till we can capture other settlements. And we'll try to meet up with the Saxons and Jutes. I'll see you guys next turn, but we are short on time, so next turn I'll go over sort of recap, and then we'll leave off from there. Yeah. Okay, we got a new mission. We got to encounter the kingdom of Dumont over here, so we're going to send our little messenger a long way. Walking over here to try to find Dumont. Is this Dumont? No, that's another Pogwas city. They're mostly in the center right here. But that will be very, very good to get some more military units. You can see, let's get our border dwellers over here and our javelin men, like we said. Like this. You can see we have a pretty sizable force, and we're still making money. And with that, I would like to leave off this episode. I almost I almost canceled this series, to be honest, because I was having graphical issues. But I think it was just a one-off thing with Medieval 2. Medieval 2 is an old game, and it is pretty weird sometimes. So I'm Anthropology with Nick. I'll see you guys next time.